Paul Divito has a green fetish. Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. So I was watching Aaron Mutha Alamer's channel, which I often do because he's awesome. And he did a contest entry for a new channel named Paul Divito. And Paul Divito is celebrating 50 subs. That is awesome. I love that. He's got 50 subs and he wants to celebrate that. I think that is just perfect. So go to his video to see what he's giving. Go to his channel to see what he's giving away. So again, that's Paul Divito. We just have to do two things in this concert. So the first is to show a green record, and the second is to shout out 5 channels, vinyl channels, that have fewer subs than you. I'm actually going to go on a rant later in this video, so please stick around for that rant because rants are fun. So first, I'm sorry, Paul, I'm not going to show just vinyl. I grabbed a whole bunch of stuff. In fact, I grabbed 4 categories. I hope you like the color green because you're going to get a green onslaught. In fact, look, there's the vulture. Oh no, how do I make that go? This happened to me wait, okay, I have to look at it to point. Spatially challenged. So we're going to start with comics because they're on the top. This is the worst one. I grabbed this just because, basically I grabbed my comics because of the green backgrounds. And this is Dazzler. I mean, the art is actually kind of nice. Look at her jumping in there. But why is she can't fly to the best of my recollection. So why is she jumping in the middle of 3 bikers? And are they zapping her so hard she's flying up in the air? And then look at these bikers. I love that middle one. He's like this. He's channeling his psi energy or whatever that is. Look at him. And that biker has on pink pants. So I want to meet that biker for sure. Yeah, this one looks like Rogue. She's straddling that bike. And I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, he's doing his arms like this. And look at Dazzler's all hanging out up here. Maybe this is her emo phase. I don't know. Next, we have a classic cover of Tales to Suspense. The introduction of Iron Man. It's got a nice, soft green background. That's an iconic cover. Here we got a darker green background. I've shown this one before, the Submariner. But, that one's actually a really cool cover. Now, this is a beat-up copy. That's okay. He's the scourge of the 7 seas. But, yeah, nice green background. And finally, I'm going to show a Micronauts, right? That is almost all green, especially because it's got Swamp Thing. Sorry, Swamp Thing, Man-Thing on it. I'm going to feature Man-Thing and Swamp Thing a little bit later in this video, so sorry. One is Marvel and one DC, so I can't make that mistake. This is Man-Thing, and he's fighting the Micronauts in the swamp. Pretty cool cover. Oh, there's Baron Karza. Look at him. He's awesome. Okay, so you were lucky. You only had to sit through 4 comics, so consider yourselves lucky. But now you're going to have to sit through 2, 4, 7 Funko Pops. So let's start with, I promised you, here we go. We've got Man-Thing. Look at that Funko Pop. That is a killer build on a Funko Pop. Look at that thing. It's thick. It even has the head bobby. So the Marvels are all head bobbers. And then here we got the DC ones. See, the DCs aren't head bobbers. They're like bobbleheads, I should say. So this is Swamp Thing from DC. He's pretty cool. He's got red eyes. And yeah, Man-Thing. Oh yeah, Man-Thing has red eyes too. Look at that. Let's go to another kind of Swamp Thing. Sigmund, the sea monster. Oh my gosh, is that adorable? I grew up with that show. I haven't seen it since. I bet it's pretty bad, but whatever. When you're kids, you love that kind of stuff. Okay, I have 2 more monsters, so let's keep with monsters. So here we have the Gorn. My husband was just making fun of the Gorn because my daughter was driving back from seeing the Poppies up in Lancaster, and she had to pass by Vasquez Rocks, and that's where they filmed this scene in the Star Trek episode where he fights the Gorn. And I was like, stop by Vasquez Rocks. And she's like, I've already been there. I'm like, well, who cares? You just go there to see it again and see the beauty. And so then I was saying to my husband, hey, let's go see the flowers and we can stop at Vasquez Rocks. And he was like, we've already been there. I don't get it. It's on the way. Why wouldn't you just stop and see it again? It's so pretty. I don't know. Am I weird that way? I don't know. It's on the way, and they're gorgeous rock formations. Okay, so the last monster is good old Frank. Listen, if he offers you that flower, just say no. It's not going to end well. This is one of the ones I actually have in box still. Oh, you can't see it. It's just slightly off camera. But I kept this one. I bought an extra one just because I want to keep it in the box. I don't do that often. And then finally, I was wondering what was going on. I have two versions of the Riddler. Which one do you like more? Here, let me hold him upright. Upright. Let me hold him upright or upright. Okay, let me get that right. To be honest, that's my favorite. I like that one. This one is hearkening back to the 60s TV show. Hi, who's the actor? Oh my God, that actor is so good when he laughs as the Riddler. What's his name? Like, he is so good. His whole face turns red. He puts so much into that performance. Might as well show this. Here's a fig pin of the Hulk. I mean, that's the majority of him is green. Sorry, there's a glare. I want to show it like this, but it's too glary. Maybe like that. Oh, okay, that's getting better. All right, you suffered through the Funko Pops and the one fig pin. So now I have two left. We've got books and we got vinyl. Since this is a vinyl challenge, let's save the vinyl for last. You gotta wait. And you get to see a lovely, lovely books. Now the first one I'm gonna start with, there's actually four. I'm trying to get these in order. So Penguin put out this Drop Caps series, and they're basically like a rainbow. And so I pulled the four that are the most green. On either side of them, there are other shades, but they start blending into blue and yellow. They have all 26 letters of the alphabet, but the last one I have is P. So I actually need to keep going, but here you go. These are gorgeous editions, I think. And my favorite in this group is going to be, this is James Joyce, so that's definitely a good one. But obviously my favorite is going to be Kazuo Ishiguro. I just talked about him in another video. An artist of the floating world. Love, love, love this writer. Love him. So I've got four others to show you. So let's go ahead. The next one is a sci-fi book I've shown before. So this is Neuromancer from this other Penguin series called The Penguin Galaxy. Now I don't have every book in this series. I have 2 or 3 of them, but I need to get, there's either 5 or 6 of them. I'm actually not a huge fan of this book. I read it, but I realized how important and how influential it is. Without this, there's no Matrix movies. And that's enough. So the next, one of my favorite writers, we have The Pearl by John Steinbeck. Look at this gorgeous edition. Look at it. It's a pearl that's shining. It's not a dandelion. Yeah, these Penguin, I guess they're called cloth bound. These things are really nice, and they're relatively cheap. So a budding collector can get into literature and have a nice collection without breaking the bank. That's kind of me. I'm going to show 3 more. So the next one is also from that series. So this one is Cranford. I recently showed it, so it was sitting right here. So I went ahead and grabbed it, so I won't spend too much time on that one. 2 more. This one is a series illustrated by Sana Anuka. So there's only a couple of these out, and they're fairy tales, and they're illustrated with paper cutouts. That's what the artist, I guess, is famous for. So this paper cut illustration. Now, I mean, admittedly, that's not the best thing in the world, but these are really nice additions. It's like not the best art you'll ever see, but it's certainly really nice to have a nice addition of a children's fairy tale with all that illustration. So that's nice. And we're going to end with a Library of America, Philip Roth. And this is the Zuckerman Bound. Now, there it is, Zuckerman Bound. When I first read The Ghost Rider, I was blown away. I was young, and I haven't read it since. But I thought it was one of the most amazing books I'd ever read. And then, of course, I finished the trilogy, and I really got into to Philip Roth. Now, he has gotten some flack because I guess people disagree with how he portrays women in his books. But anyways, Philip Roth. So now we're getting to what you've all been waiting for. Vinyl. For all you vinyl junkies. Green covers on vinyls. Now, here is June Christie, and she's drinking something cool. Now, even though this is green, like it's got a green tinge, and it always seems to me like the colors are just a little bit off. Like, I don't think she should have a green pallor. But anyways, I like that album cover. Here we have Memphis by Petula Clark. Isn't that a great back? This green is a little bit washed out, so I'm not even sure if you would technically say that's green. But to me, it did stand out when I was pulling it off the shelves as green, and that's Nat King Cole, Rambling Rose. Now, what an amazing song that is, and what an amazing crooner. The next two are from my classical music collection. So here we have a green background. Now, the penultimate vinyl I'm going to show, I mean, this one, I don't know if you could technically say this is green. What do you think? It just, everything about it just has like this green look. But when you take it apart, like the majority of it isn't green, but I think the greens that are on there stand out so much that overall it just makes it seem green. And I really like this cover, and there's a living stereo banner. So, The Pressing Matters, does this one fit into your, well, basically, he has a book, I think, or some resource where there was a person who went through and put all the greatest sounding albums, and a lot of them are on living stereo. So I just want to own something that is like, what do you call it? Audiophile awesome. Is this audiophile awesome, Pressing Matters? Please let me know. And finally, this one is a little bit of a cheat. So I have this album. It's also living stereo. It's Dr. Seuss Presents Bartholomew and the Oobleck. I'm reading backwards. But when you turn it to the back, that's obviously all green, and that's Yertle the Turtle and other stories. So this could be the front if you wanted it to be. This could be the back, but because the opening is here, then that would make this the front. But hey, we can say this is the front if we want to. It's like a flip album. And there you have it. So I've shown some Funko Pops, some comics, some books, and some records. Now, the second part of this challenge is going to be me shouting out some channels, but it's going to be a rant. It's going to be a little bit of a rant because I'm a little bit disappointed. I have so many. We're only supposed to do 5, but I'm gonna list as many as I want to because, like I said, I don't care if I get disqualified from a contest because I enter contests not to win. I enter them to rule. Aaron Muth Alamer, he recommended Paul Divito. Okay, Paul Divito has 50 subs. He's celebrating that. So I'm going to shout you out, Paul, because you have fewer than I do. So I have right around 413 as of this morning. I'm going to start going through some of these, and you're going to see, like, okay, well, here we go. All the World's a Stage. He has 380 subs. Vinyl Martini has 310. Uncommon Pallor has 392. So far, all of these are below me. Trevor's Flat, Round, and Spun, 360. TKR Video Central. Now, this gentleman has 429 subs, and that kind of blows my mind. And this is where I'm going to start to rant. Because this guy puts so much time and effort into his videos. And he even had a wonderful contest. So what I'm saying is, I don't think the vinyl community is doing what they need to, because I see some channels with thousands and thousands of subs, and then I see an equally nice channel with like 500. It just kind of makes me a little bit mad because it doesn't take much for someone to sub someone. In fact, as Pieface, he just put out, I think it was Pieface, put out a video, and he's like, all you have to do is sub and then turn off the notifications so you don't have to see the videos. It doesn't hurt to sub these channels. So I don't see why TKR Video Central, who puts so much time and effort into his videos, and I believe he's been on YouTube way longer than I am. So I didn't research that, okay? But I think he has. And I'm almost caught up to him. And my videos are nowhere near as good as his. I don't get it. Why aren't people in the vinyl community at least just subbing to him? I mean, there's vinyl channels with tens of thousands of subs. I don't get it. Like, there's an audience out there, and I mean, every time there's a contest video and there's shout outs, I make sure I go and sub every one of those. And I at least, and you don't have to do this, but I at least try to watch one video and leave a comment. And I know it's overwhelming to get to all the videos, but at least, you know, I make an effort to do something. But you don't even have to do that. All you have to do is go to that channel and click that bell and turn off the notifications. It didn't hurt you at all. But you supported someone in the vinyl community. Ricken Records, this guy, he did take a little bit of a break, but he has 132 subs. He's been shouted out so many times. Like, he shows a lot of great records. He does what everyone else in the vinyl community does. Holds up records and says blah, 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 which is that's what everyone's doing. And he only has 132 subs? What's going on, vinyl community? This is not right. Get over there and sub Ricken Records. This is ridiculous. Pieface, he's got 252. Sub him. Let's go. TCatsDeepVinylTraxx, I was actually a little bit shocked because I have more subs than him. And he's been doing the vinyl thing, I think, way before me. Now, I know he took a little bit of a break, but he's been making videos for a long time. What's going on? Only 339? I mean, I know I'm awesome. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's obvious. I have 400 because I'm just amazing, right? But he only has 339. Vinyl community, come on. This is ridiculous. Get over there and sub him. I'm sorry, this is just wrong. I don't know. Aren't we supposed to be supporting each other? It doesn't hurt to do that. Clifford the Vinyl Cheapskate has 318. What? Okay, this one shocked me. Ben Rankins, beloved vinyl community member. He's been making videos way longer than I am. He's got the greatest shirts. He's always showing off brand new, pristine vinyl. Like, when I see his vinyl, and there's another one. Where is it? He's coming up. When I see their vinyl, I'm like, wow, they spend a lot of money on their vinyl. They get pristine copies. They show them off. Then, you know, sometimes they go in depth with their favorite artists. They rank them. And his name is Rankins. Come on, 343? 343? I passed Ben Rankins? I mean, again, I'm awesome. I know it. I get it. But why does Ben Rankins have only 343 in the vinyl community? Come on, people. This is ridiculous. BeardyRedViking, 226. What? What is going on? Get your butts over there. I mean, I know I've got like 1 million followers right now, my legion of fans. You all need to get over there and sub these people. This is ridiculous, BeardyRedViking. I've mentioned him so many times in videos. Other members have mentioned him. He's been shouted out. Why is he still at 200? Ridiculous. And this one of my favorite YouTubers, Doug Anderson. He's been shouted out numerous times. He's got 159. He's also, I think, been doing this longer than I have. I don't think by much. I think we kind of started around the same time. 159? Seriously. That is sad, vinyl community. Horror with Haas, he's a new one. I'm not sure how long he's been. I actually just subbed to him. He's got 160. Go sub him up. Hellion Rebellion, awesome channel, 269. Okay, Guz69 has just slightly more than I do, and I don't feel too bad because he's got an alternate channel called Metal Open Mind that he does in Portuguese. That's got like thousands of viewers, but his English channel only has 443. EmbryonicRobot. So this is another one. So EmbryonicRobot, he actually has almost 100 more than me, than I do, but he only has 489, and he's got a great channel, and he just did this amazing Smiths ranking. And there's another YouTuber out there who's been ranking Depeche Mode. That's Jeff Witcher. He's got thousands of subs, thousands and thousands. And I know that Jeff Witcher used a lot of clips in his, but I think that would get you copyrighted. So I don't know. But anyways, EmbryonicRobot did equally as good a job, and he only has 489 subs. Vinyl community, shame on you. Down Under Tunage, this dude is funny as, you know that word. When he and his wife get together on camera and they start going back and forth. I've mentioned this before. He's great. 220 subs. this is just sad. I actually don't know what to say. That is my rant. I'm like, vinyl community member. Oh no, I missed a couple because there was a comic one. I know I was going to do a comic book one. Okay, my rant is done. Vinyl community members, all the ones who watch me. I know this is going to go out to all the thousands of people who watch me. I wish just this one video could go viral so all the vinyl community members could hear this and say, wow, let me at least at the end of every one video that I watch, go and sub somebody. That's it. You don't even have to watch the video. All you have to do is click that bell. I do want to shout out a comic book channel. So I want to shout out a comic book channel. So one of my favorite YouTubers is Larry's Library, and he has 900, so double what I have. So I can't shout him out. But his daughter has a channel, and she only has 437 subs, and it's called The Comic Slayer. And she often does comics showcases with her husband. So I'm asking everybody who watches this video. This is not a comic per se. I know the majority of the people who watch my videos are in the vinyl community. Well, could you please go and sub her and just turn off the notifications? Like, just do that. Like, she works hard on her videos. Her father's awesome. She's awesome. Can you just go sub her? Come on, The Comic Slayer. I mean, I'm going to try to put all of these in the description, but it's going to be like thousands of channels. And I also want to say that there were so many channels that I was going through, and I know I missed so many. I know there's a lot of struggling YouTubers out there, and you know what we do, we've all faced this. We all hit a plateau and we just think nobody's really watching our videos and nobody's commenting on it. And this, just getting those little bit of bumps in subscribers over time, like gradually, it helps keep us going. So sorry, Paul Divito, I took your wonderful contest entry and turned it into a horrible rant. I'm very sorry about that. If you're one of the people who constantly interact with me, you better not unsub me. Even if I said something that you don't like, just tell me why you didn't like it. It opens a dialogue. So I'm going to say, Paul Divito, congratulations on your 50. The rest of you get out there and start subbing members of the vinyl community. Get everybody up to 1,000. Come on, this is ridiculous. Everybody have a good Saturday. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to hit that like. I never say that anymore. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And what's the other thing you're supposed to do? And the bell icon for notifications.